Vikings. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Second down, Cousins. And this is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big head on them as they try and catch the ball.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Wild. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. With it is Brown. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
76. What? 180.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check. Ric Flair. 5, 12, 11. 11.
Here's Goff now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph busting through to get him for a loss of 6. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Clay Matthews coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Third and long for Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Vikings. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, flipper!
Cousins again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Listen to me. Rhino!
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They get it to him running left. Spins by. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Yellow, yellow. It's in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Two. Wide. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now he's flushed out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
12. Harbaugh. 76. Tell him. 76. Louis.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
180. Orange. Hey, Shell. Go.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Orange.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Harrison Smith, the all-pro safety, was right there step for step defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here now a spin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Gone. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
3 down. Al, you won. Begin. Al, look up. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Starting left here. 17.
Here's Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch his distance.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins now on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
12.
On first down, it's gone. Airing it out deep for Wood. And that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Starting left here. 5. 12. Let. Do up. You ain't going nowhere.
Now Goff on first down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Super one. Listen. DC. Jester. Maverick. Let's go, 12. Let's go.
Second and 10. Goff again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11. 5. Hardball. Hey, 5. Hardball. Hey, Shell.
Throwing again is gone. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Zerline's kicking. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch 30. Look, Shell.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
DC. Shell.
Out of the gun. Gone. Going up top for Kupp. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the interception, Cousins going up top. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go.
Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
5. 17.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Zebra.
Throwing, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Colby Lisenby, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Super. Starting left here.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
11.
From the gun, here's Goff. And it's caught. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Again, Goff. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. To the air again. Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Cousins now from the 50. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back now in Los Angeles. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Forced out to his left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They pitch to Abdullah. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
11. Shell.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Goff throwing again. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're running with Gurley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, son! 180! Super 66! Hey, 76! 76! 76! Hardball!
A shotgun snap for Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Super one, super one. Go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Obama. Super.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Louis. Shell. DC.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all the way.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. The return of Cook, a big boost to this Viking offense. Here's 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. A toss to Cook. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Roby Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll.